Hello, welcome back, folks. I'm Pxy-STREAM. Bem-vindos. Então, eu sou o Pxy-STREAM aqui. Vamos continuar. A gente tem muito trabalho para fazer. Yes, lot of work to do. So basically, I have this original character, tenho esse personagem, and I'm building already, as you can see, some. I've just messed up with the texture I had. Okay, so last time on the stream, this is the second session of this one, where I'm just modeling fantasy clothes for this character. She has set of sci-fi clothes, but I'm not using them, maybe reusing them for some... So it's a parallel universe. No universo paralelo, estou fazendo criando indumentária de fantasia medieval ao invés do que eu já tenho de ficção científica, e eu estou às vezes reutilizando algumas referências porque não são versões muito diferentes. So I've just last time had succeeded on some transparency here, shading. Eu consegui da última vez resolver uns problemas de transparência, mas aqui não está aparecendo por algum motivo. I think it is because some of the shading that I've made didn't save. Yeah, probably. Talvez porque não salvou uns elementos de textura que eu fiz, mas deve estar tudo aqui. Então, basicamente... não. Claro que esse aqui, então. So if I check... So how did I build it? So it was very simple. So basically, there was these leggings, tinha essas polainas aqui, que é tipo um material de couro, some sort of leather, artificial, whatever. Then I see that I'm lacking. Why this transparency is... Okay, so either is transparent, either it is alright, so it is working, but I'm lacking the texture that would factor this thing into black and white. So this texture here is failing for some reason. Maybe it has been accidentally changed. Let's check what it looks like. Yeah, it seems to be wrong. Alright. So basically I probably need to texture paint this. Provavelmente eu só preciso texturizar isso aqui adequadamente. So basically, if I have this is just a temporary connection, so you see that what we are doing. If I go on this texture paint thing, se eu for ver aqui o que eu tenho em textura aqui, eu devo ver que essa imagem, this one, it's all black. So I think this is a wrong texture. Maybe it just didn't save the last one, so simplesmente não salvou porque era uma coisa provisória que eu estava fazendo. Então isso deve funcionar da seguinte forma. So this should work as follows. So maybe I don't need that. I can see immediate results here if I just happen to texture paint this accordingly. So I'll need a side view model sheet too. So eu vou precisar também no model sheet uma referência lateral. Vamos fazer isso agora, mas antes eu só vou testar aqui o shading, essa configuração aqui. But right before doing this side model sheet that lacked since the last session, I will make just a quick test here to see if this is working accordingly, because it's the purpose of that. So if I just go on texture paint here, yes, making sure it is this object, Alright, so it works. Então está funcionando. Eu preciso pintar isso de branco, né? Total branco. E aí eu posso começar inclusive por aqui, porque aqui não vai ter. So I'll even start from here, because here there won't be cloth. I'm not sure why it is not including these pixels here. There seems to be some anomalies. This is not good. I have no idea what are these. Não sei o que são essas coisas, but we can continue. I think they might be just some light interaction that is incomplete. Talvez seja só umas interações de luz. Oh, this texture. It doesn't seem to be good enough. Essa textura não parece ser boa o suficiente. Talvez porque eu fiz isso em... Não. Ela tem tudo isso de... Alright, so, então ela tem bastante resolução, então não devia ter todo esse pixelizado, na minha opinião. I don't think it should have all these pixelized effect. This is bizarre. Maybe because this is not shading well. No. Let's see. I'm using simplify. No, simplify turned off. Very odd, very odd. So eu não sei porque isso aqui está aparecendo pixelizado. It wasn't like that before, so maybe this texture is corrupted, so maybe talvez essa textura esteja corrompida ou tem mais alguma coisa interferindo nessa linear ease. Talvez isso pode ajudar. Maybe this can help, but... Mas eu não tinha precisado fazer isso aqui antes. No, this not. Well, this could work too, but no. Let's try. Okay, let's use this ease here and maybe that's it. So no, this has nothing to do. Isso aqui não tem nada a ver com aquilo. Só dar um Ctrl Z aqui e provavelmente isso também não. Então, basicamente, eu preciso resolver essa textura aqui e talvez essa parte aqui eu possa resolver por aqui. So we need paint. Yes, we can solve this here. So that is not sure if we can paint from here, if that will be... The spacing is horrible here, right, folks? O espaçamento aqui tá horrível para pintar, pelo menos por aqui, mas aqui tá funcionando direito. So this is very simple. Aqui tá muito fácil, é só usar Ctrl ou usar o sem Ctrl. Então claro, seria bom eu olhar o que eu tenho em termos de model sheet. Então seguramente tem diversas maneiras de fazer isso. More likely there are many different ways to do this, but I found that this way should be fine, at least to start it, because I couldn't find a rigging way to do so. So let's fix this by shading. I mean, rigging makes this much a nightmare, right? So this is why rigging ficou muito complicado resolver isso. Rigging, então, okay, so it is working. You see, what I need is just to get this thing done, and probably I want to improve this this part here. Então aqui vamos ter um pequeno desafio, porque eu preciso dar uma limpada nessa parte aqui, tá muito difícil de visualizar, então vamos fazer alguma coisa mais clean aqui. Se é que eu consigo lembrar para característica. Bom, eu tenho esse outro desenho do lado, então vamos apagar tudo isso aqui. So basically I can say I have this. Then okay, this is a longer one, so then here apparently this is a mistake. And so maybe there could be the last one, right? Something like that. Well, there's still a small one. Okay, so something like that. Então algo assim deve funcionar. Agora o problema é que vamos pro Fantasy Clothes side. Why I can double click? Okay, so side de, perfil de lado, né, vista lateral, and then the color here is something like that. I will need to split here to do this vertical split, so we can do that, and just so that we keep that reference here, and then here we'll be working on this one, and alright, so we need to model sheet all the clothes, so a gente tem que desenhar toda a indumentária de perfil, não só essas polainas. Aqui vai ser um pouquinho difícil, porque eu tenho que tentar, se eu quiser precisão aqui, eu tenho que... I got an idea, eu tive uma ideia. Talvez se eu... Nunca pensei nisso. I can double these references. So that means, yeah, this is annoying. So let's try to recover that. Cadê? Aqui. Agora perdeu a referência espacial. I think this is good. Then here, now I can do the zoom that I want, but at least I can, this one will be static, I don't move that one, and so I can, these selections are annoying me, so let's hope that I can lock, I've learned that if I lock the rig, no, I lock rig and mesh, and also I can hide the rig, posso esconder o rig também, e agora vamos fazer essas sem interferências. Aqui thickness, espessura do traço, vamos só reduzir aqui. So according to what I have here, the top that should be here, this color is bad, essa cor tá ruim, so let's try this. Okay, this can work. So what is this line here? This one. So então eu posso pegar essa linha aqui, essa daqui. Ok, dá para facilitar isso. Então o cinto ele vai mais ou menos terminar aqui. Então essa parte, então aqui, talvez eu tenha que mudar essa coisa aqui para sinalizar que vai ter essa curva, se eu quiser. Então, so here maybe I'll have to change the underwear slightly to adapt to the belt that I'm finding here. Maybe it's not obligatory, but it could make sense. It's just some texture change anyway on the skin texture. Então eu posso mudar isso depois, não é muito difícil. E agora, yeah, The belt is relatively simple. O cinto não é muito complicado, então não preciso detalhar isso agora. Don't have to detail right now. So here the skirt, I think it can go down here, and then like nearly halfway, and then you could have more or less the same height here. Pode ter a mesma altura aqui, e aqui é quase na metade disso, um pouco mais abaixo, mais ou menos como está aqui. Então aqui, isso aqui vai subindo desse jeito, e isso aqui pode ser um pouco mais arredondado, talvez. A perspectiva engana aqui, the perspective here might be confusing, but this actually doesn't need to be pointy, it can be circular, curve like that, curved, and then maybe here, yeah, can make some line here, but this is just reference, só para referência. Essa linha ali, talvez é tipo uma costura, né? It's a seam in the cloth. Alright, so then now the side, this will be a bit difficult. Maybe we'll have to check. So this is exactly the side, so maybe this is the top part, and then it starts to do something like that, right? So we have this wavy thing that will grow on both sides, like, yeah, it starts to do something like that. No, I cannot do this on here. So yeah, a bit better draw here. So it could be perhaps some shape like that. So it's symmetrical almost on both sides. Yeah, so this is the limit. So I have to cut off this mesh, not the mesh, but the color there, make transparent. Então a gente vai ter que não cortar fora a malha, mas na verdade pintar ali para desaparecer essa parte da textura. And then here you have a second one. Aqui a gente tem uma segunda que deve estar crescendo por aqui, essa meia lua deitada. Seria algo assim. Yeah, so from here we can get this idea. And if there's anything else, no, that was the last. We will be lacking the inner part. Como a gente não tem um desenho interior, eu não tenho como referenciar mais aqui. Vai ser no olho em comparação com as. Aqui vai ser no olhômetro a parte interna. We'll do it by I don't know the name in English. That's a popular expression in Portuguese. You know, there's a chronometer that measures time. There is whatever that thermometer to measure temperature, and when you need to measure things from the eye, you use what you use an iometer. So that's it, folks. So we'll use an iometer there to fix that. Okay, this is already modeled, so I didn't even require that, but we can now. We have the 3D reference. The best model sheet, of course, is make a model sheet in 2D from a 3D reference. Best thing ever. Of course, this will rarely happen. A melhor coisa, claro, é ter uma referência de modelo 3D para fazer um model sheet 2D. Obviamente isso não vai acontecer sempre. I think I've got the reset here of the foot again in a problem. Eu teve um problema de novo aqui de um dedo do pé que está dobrado por causa de uma animação que não saiu do estado de animação, não voltou para o normal. Eu vou consertar isso. Alright, so yeah, there's a line here. Okay, and this barely happening anything here. We don't care. It's already modeled anyway. We got good results for the clothes here. And now for this part, well, we see that here is where more or less as costellos, no? The floating sort of the end of the rib cage, maybe even floating ribs here, the last ribs about here maybe, and so this is where this will reach for slightly upper this, as you can see here. This point, triangular point, is above, so you have it here, so that's fine. This is skin tight, sort of, so, and here should it be circular? Yeah, it can be slightly angular, but okay. And then it is here. We also need perhaps, yeah, so here we need to use our imagination. That will be like this. Now of course that part has a special significance, because we the cloths change their design, so this starts going down like a corselet. Here we can have a line, just linha de costura, something like that. The back, maybe it has, so this is darker, right? It's like yeah. And here where is that mark? It's above that line, which is here, so it's sort of here, and then it will grow like that above the, oh, actually no, this, yeah, it goes above, but it's not on the shoulder, it's on the, above the forearm here, near the triceps or the biceps brachialis, I think. Not sure the name of the muscle between the biceps and the triceps. Probably more near to the triceps than the biceps, so it's okay, so it's above that place, and then these will meet back, which I'm not sure right now. So however, this is all cloth in principle, so there's here, I'm not sure about the characters and how I'm gonna solve, but apparently there is some, yeah, so right here there is some part of cloth that I'm not sure how they will be handled. I don't know if this goes down, or I'm thinking here, so this needs to do that. This will go about in the back, and here, so it's skin, and then we have the cloak, which will go about here, so somewhere like here. Then this will be, we don't see very well, then here, this about halfway, and a little more, so it will be halfway of here. This could be higher, and yeah, so that will be something like that. So this is also skin tight, and then here the cloak, right, which only thing we have to care here is the, that's diagonal here maybe, or his, I can decide this later, so it doesn't matter. So here, just let's make sure we got right this. It looks like too long, so actually the, here there's a perspective problem, so basically the edge here is here actually, and whatever appears from the cloak is when it goes back, so yeah, in the center here. So this is will be darkened, and that is the line that I want. The rest doesn't matter. So could be whatever shape, it doesn't matter. And so usually a cloak would, right, be more dynamic, so it would, this is very wrong positioning, right? Yeah, very wrong position. Let's do it again. So this is the side limit, and this is probably about here. So yeah, now it looks good, and then it keeps dipping down, maybe about here. Oh, okay, so now this is good. So yeah, I was wrong because I was using this reference, but it's aligned here. Wrong alignment, folks. So here, let's switch back to this, and now what else? Yeah, so for this part I'm not sure, maybe so maybe there could be a sewing thing here, which I'm not sure. There's a possibility maybe to make some different part here, I'm not sure, so I have to investigate what the possibilities of this. There could be more ornaments here. So here we have, of course, here it's not that important because now that thing would, yeah, this cloth will be, and this is very bad to model sheet that actually, so I'm not gonna even care too much. So apparently that will be a, let's say that is the inner part, it's dark, so it will be in front of everything, so this is annoying. Same for the hand here, very bad thing. So you have here another, so was to draw that, it would be up on the side, and but the height of this is not too different, maybe it's slightly more. Yeah, so this is will be very complicated. So, and then of course as it goes back to the center where it is, that positioning would be about here, right? Alright, so if we were to look inside the armpit, we perhaps, if there was light, we'll see the armpit perhaps start under the arm there, some part of the skin, so that's it. So this could be larger, maybe, I'm not sure. We'll handle that in 3D. Here it looks a bit weird, the look of this side. I'm not very satisfied, so we can solve this in the 3D. Maybe it's the inclination of the belt. I don't like these angles here in comparison. Of course I'm modeling the clothes not on top of a 3D model, so let's see if it were, yeah, so I was sort of constrained, so but that's okay, folks. We can work with that. What I need now is to, is that over? Yeah, okay, so it doesn't matter if it's displaced. These are not grease pencil objects yet, so we can, in principle, at any time convert annotations to grease pencil, which is safer to maintain over different Blender versions. At least it was the case when, I think for me. So let's see. There's some indication that I should leverage the nostril regarding the mesh. So maybe this is a good idea to, since we are here, let's try to fix that. Shouldn't be too much problematic. I've identified this little problem in the character design, so let's make it better right now just by leveraging this up. Let's see if the, if we need to smooth out anything, maybe yes. So this will be a little complicated right now, so at least we know that we've leveraged the nostril. It may be looking strange now, but it might be for a good cause. So perhaps I've exaggerated just a little. So yeah, so let's work now on the clause making. We are back to that. So now that I have these references, it will be much simpler to work on this texture painting thing. So let's see. I have a side reference, so now I can really try to get this to work. I don't know why this is splitted like that. Looks like I have some problem with the brush. Stroke, dots. Wow. Wait, it's double. Yeah, this is. Maybe it's painting the other side, no? No, so. Why doesn't it have the. Oh, I have the pressure, okay, but it's double painting. I have no idea what this is. Never had this problem. Should be some sphere. No, that shouldn't be the texture mask. No texture, no brush. It'll be very hard if you have to wave paint all texture paint all this way. Let's use this one maybe. Actually, let's bring this to full black. No, this is not working. And here, full white. It's not full white. And this, yes, okay, it seems to be full black. Alright, this brush, now it's still double painting. Maybe this relates to the, okay, I'll use the mouse. No. Maybe this is related to some solidify modifier. Yes or no. No, not even that. Subdivision modifier. Armature. Is the armature modifier that is alright. So the problem is that if I turn that on, I just cannot. Wait, it solved itself. No, it didn't solve itself. Just an impression. It's still double painting. So, okay, we'll try to ignore this. It is possible, but it will make this. So it looks like a terrible bug. It has two. Actually, it has two reference of points for texture paint. So it's it cannot help itself. So here we look from the back, but we don't have the back, but we can still use some reference here, and maybe we can try to make something more symmetric here. So we don't need to do exactly what the model sheet says, provide it is good in the end, an approximation that should be fine. So we could have something, I perhaps would prefer this to go there, and in the end I can sure try to go to the rest position and and try to solve it on directly on there. So it's bad because I have much difficulty here doing this thing. So but at least the effect is sort of working, so not hard, not too bad. So let's try to solve that. Then here we can already try to get this approximation here. It will be better after we have all the main geometries here of this painting, so it will be easier to make improvements after. It's just the beginning. The beginning is harder apparently, especially with these brushes going crazy. So yes, very, very avoidable to have to do this if just we got more regular rest positions, folks. So yeah, very important response. This is this live stream here is a concrete evidence that certain things may not be so great idea. They can cause a lot of trouble, right? And we see this in real time. Why? If you're watching here, yeah. So good example to have around for a very specific topic. Of course, barely no one will access this, but whatever. Apparently something went very wrong here. Yeah, so here I'll try to do by heart, right? So I have already an idea of what is the shape, so just gonna make this is why sometimes we want more dedicated model sheet, very precise. The more precise we get, if possible, it's better, and that's why a 3/4 in this case can help a lot, right? So with the 3/4 model sheet of this part, we could solve the mystery of the right. So seriously, it would be better to just do straight ahead, right? So instead of using those visual references which are just being very inaccurate, right? So I'm going back and forth, but this time I'm just gonna, at least the model sheet, well, it gives us some basic starting point, because doing this without any visual reference, at least for the side that which I was having problem, was yeah. So I see what's happening. Basically the curves are a bit displaced, so let's try to, now we have some more or less solid shapes here, so we don't need to be yeah, from the front view at least, except for here. So let's try to shape this. So at this point maybe I should turn off the annotations, because they are starting to interfere with my understanding of the shapes. And now it would be nice perhaps to go on for the armature on the rest position and try to solve this from here, right folks? So, and here we won't be very, here you'll be able to make those curves, adapt them more naturally, right? So we're just gonna, now our brush is not bugged and so we can try to get the final solution here. Apparently here I want for the side tip in some sort of extra shape here, yes, like that. This should curve around. Strange, this was not good. Right, let's try to do that then. Yeah, so I didn't have reference for the inner part, although I have for this outside one, so that's why this ended up happening. This part can be, I think, curvier like that, doesn't need to be pointy like the. It's very difficult to make those curves with those things. So maybe with drawing this stuff. So of course, if that's why there exists some basic thing that we need to activate. This is true for other software too. You need to be a specialist, right, to really specialist digital artist, like to have to know stabilized stroke, right? So and it's hard to configure exactly how you want. It's just too artificial, right? You need to be and it lags but yeah, so no, this lags less, okay, so but there's less smoothing. So at least the tools exist. It's just like that the technologies we have are just still not comparable to the pure hand pencil thing, right? They do things because it's digital that we can't do on paper, of course, but nothing as good as the original experience of drawing with a pencil, typical. Even though technology can be fascinating. So this, okay, so we were able to find something after some suffering. This seems to be working. Yeah, this works. So stabilizing, way to go. É isso, estabilizador. Eu tava só falando em inglês agora, de novo. Então, é bem chato, né? Usar essas ferramentas digitais. Tem que ser meio craque assim para saber o que dá para fazer, quando usar, como configurar. E eu não tenho toda essa experiência com essas ferramentas, muito menos no Blender, né? Então, mas aparentemente esse stabilizer está funcionando agora e está resolvendo o problema, mas foi sofrível até eu chegar aqui, né? Se eu tivesse tido mais experiência com isso, mais prática e visto possibilidades, então não é o tipo de coisa que dá para facilmente conhecer os limites, né? Então tem que preparar todo o terreno, né? Então tem que ter, isso ajuda muito, né? Então, em vez de sair fazendo espontaneamente, como eu estava fazendo, né? Sem planejar muito bem, sem entender todas as possibilidades dessas interações. I think I'm gonna make all the texture paintings now with this tool here, because this lining, acho que agora muitas das coisas de texturização manual, de pintura, de textura que eu vou fazer, eu vou usar isso aqui, porque dá uma precisão muito maior. É só saber configurar aquelas coisas de um modo que lague pouco, de modo que a gente tenha algum tipo de controle sobre, né? Que até o que eu estava tendo era não ter controle sobre. Here So here, I'm not sure if I need to follow that, maybe that's happening, yeah. It's still difficult, time consuming, ainda assim é difícil, leva tempo, mas para ter toda essa precisão numa superfície 3D, mas tá funcionando, então tá sendo meio uma experiência meditativa. Yeah, so it's been sort of a meditative experience, even though it takes time to fix all those details, right, folks? So that's a bit frustrating, but yeah, that it is so that there are so many inconveniences about all this stuff, but that it's working, right? So we can cope with that. Dá pra suportar isso. So I'm gonna save, and also texture, save all image, yes. Tem que salvar, é um jeito fácil agora desse nova interação da ferramenta, nova UI da ferramenta, né? Interface de usuário, eles melhoraram, eu acredito, então ficou mais fácil salvar as texturas, né? Pelo menos acho que eu li isso, eu vi numa notícia de upgrade do Blender. I think I saw in an upgrade notification of Blender that the texture tools for saving or whatever, it's better now, so it was improved. Good that Blender is getting more and more responsive, powerful. Yeah, that's great. That's why we use Blender. It's free, open source philosophy. Yeah. Aqui eu tô com uma dúvida sobre o que está acontecendo nessa parte. Yeah, so here I'm not sure if this is... It's not symmetric to the other side, but why should it be, right? So we are trying to... Não precisa necessariamente ter esse tipo de simetria perfeita entre... E a gente está também explorando as formas. Então talvez seja ok fazer algumas interferências aqui, mesmo que fora da previsão original. So we're making some adaptations here. So improvisations, right? So maybe if it looks good in the end, that we can keep those different shapes. also the idea of having more irregular shapes is not... A ideia de ter formas mais irregulares, caóticas, também pode ser uma boa coisa para um character design. Então, surpreender, surprising with different unexpected patterns could be a good thing in the end. So I've just remembered, acabei de lembrar que inclusive existia uma coisa assim nessa roupa e eu tinha, acho que acabei esquecendo totalmente. Eu não sei se eu faria isso aqui, mas yeah, I think even the model sheet of that, at some point of its existence, it had some sort of thing that I was trying to draw there, some sort of raio, some sort of lightning icon, right? But I can't remember well, and it doesn't seem to fit easily, and it's very hard to draw with this tool here in these configurations that I had, so I'm not gonna bother too much. It's also something that cannot just accidentally occur without some retakes, serious retakes, right? Então aqui a gente está vendo que isso aqui atrapalha um pouco, né? Yeah, we are seeing that this is not very nice. Maybe I can do something like that. Yeah. Then here we are reaching the end, so I think this will be the last one. And thankfully it symmetrized. Então acho que essa aqui vai ser talvez a última. E por sorte tem simetria automática. Pro outro lado, para a perna direita, para a perna oposta. Então, alright, so this is looking... Isso aqui tá mais ou menos funcional para o que eu, pro design que eu queria. I'm not quite sure if I could draw this directly in the yeah, you know, the here, right? So eu não acho que eu iria dar muito certo se eu tentasse pintar aqui. Poderia ser melhor talvez, mas como eu comecei aqui, então vou terminar aqui. Vai ser por isso. Tá dando certo, mas talvez pintar por aqui seria melhor. Maybe painting from here could be better, and I didn't know. For this, I suspect it wouldn't be very good, but maybe I'm so wrong. So, because it is working, and I'm doing this now here, I'm gonna stay here, and that's it. We are nearly closing to the end, so I think. So here maybe the last thing that I do here, maybe I want to... Então, para finalizar, talvez eu só queira mexer nessa forma aqui. Que no final não ficou... Essa simetria eu acho que não ficou legal. I didn't like that much that asymmetry, so maybe I'll just make some adjustment here, and no. Yes, something like that. Ok, alright. Finalmente, então aqui I think this concludes some of the... Oh, there is something that is glitching. Parece que alguma coisa está dando uns efeitos estranhos, mas isso pode ser por causa do render, que eu preciso para... Tá, acho que eu não preciso mais disso por enquanto. Eu vou ver... se... Não, tem umas coisas ali que estão aparecendo volta e meia, então... I'm not sure if this can be avoided. Maybe there are some texture points which weren't properly painted, or maybe those are effects from some other thing, but we're gonna... Apparently there is some glitching which is annoying, so I think to avoid this, let's see. Então, eu vou tentar pegar essa textura aqui. Aqui o efeito dela. We're gonna pick this. And we're gonna try to make some adjustments from here. Of course, the image. And what is this? Is there an editor here? Yeah, there's an editor. So we're gonna change this to text fac leggings, because vai atualizar ali, ok? Aparentemente as cores não ficaram muito boas. Apparently colors aren't very good here. Something bizarre about the... Of course, maybe this happened because I wasn't looking directly at this one, so now, yeah, so this is what I was painting. So if I did that before, it would be easier to... Perhaps. Se eu tivesse lembrado disso, talvez teria sido melhor. Agora talvez eu tenha que... Então pode ser que um dos problemas era de fato que esses pontos todos, porque tem marcas aqui que eu não consegui apagar. So maybe there are some marks that I wasn't able to erase, and that's why this would be causing problems. I don't think I need to paint everything in black. Eu não acho que eu preciso pintar tudo de preto aqui, essas partes, mas seria razoável que eu evitasse essas coisas aqui. But at least I think it should be good that I avoid some of the anomalies here. The most artificial ones, at least. If it's smooth and not too, and it doesn't look too incorrect, then it can probably work. But if it's not smooth, and there's two contrasting colors. Yeah, then should probably get rid of. Aqui essas partes, there's some crispy parts here, so probably I should here also this seems to be crispy and it didn't reach the border of the UV. Anything else? All the rest seems, yeah, there are a lot of these bad shapes here. I think this is just some chaotic shapes, unfinished shapes, and here we see a lot of problems. Aqui a gente vê também monte de problemas. Demora para pintar isso, tem que apertar forte. It's taking time to solve this. I'm pressing very hard, but I'm having difficult time to get the. Maybe at this point I don't need but where it is, the option. As opções da brush nem estão nesse painel, eles estão aqui. Se eu tivesse no Texture Paint, né, então ou talvez aqui, não, not even that. So, então aqui eu não tenho nem como configurar minha brush, aparentemente eu tenho que isso aqui já eu não sei. So here I'm not sure where this is. There we see. So I'm not sure what should I be doing here. Tá, aqui eu já não sei o que eu tenho que estar trabalhando. Não sei se eu tô. Here. Ok, acho que isso aqui é a borda geral, então aqui tudo isso aqui isso, tudo isso aqui é uma extremidade, então tá ok. Aqui tem essas partes extremas, assim, pixelizados, devia ser por conta de tudo isso que está acontecendo aqui. So yeah, I saw these gray spots here, very slight, but these should be the ones that were caused some anomalies of the pixelization of. So this region is particularly sensible to. Okay, so I've lost my brush now. Eu perdi o meu pincel, não sei, não está mais funcionando, mas vamos tentar agora tirar isso aqui, esse aqui, reconectar, e acho que agora. Isso, cadê as anomalias? Não dá para ver, so okay, we don't see the anomalies anymore. So if they appear, maybe it will be. We already have a better insight on how to solve them. Although, yeah, there's still something about. Ok, so ainda tem algumas coisas. Meu pincel simplesmente se foi. My brush. literally has gone. I have, what happened to, no, it's here, but what happened to the, ok, então é nessa parte aqui que eu tenho que tentar nessa parte aqui que eu tenho que tentar encontrar onde é que é essa região aqui é incerto. Eu acho que tem uma opção aqui de interação direta com interação direta, onde é que é? Direct interaction, I think that's it. Dynamic here. Alright, so I see it, now it's clear. So here, let's go back to the image paint, and so there could be that there are some gray spots here, so pode ser que tenha umas áreas cinzas aqui muito claras e estejam criando problema. Então vamos só tentar remover, limpar ao máximo. Mas eu não vejo nenhum ponto, então é algo que pode ser um bug, um glitch mesmo, por causa dessa técnica estranha que eu estou usando. So, I don't think there should be anything else beyond that. Eu não acho que possa ser uma expansão para o outro lado, para outras regiões, mas por via das dúvidas. But because I'm uncertain if there could be some repetition, right, even though it's not touching, I could try to safeguard. Now I don't think this is really required, but might be some paranoia. Talvez seja paranoia minha, mas let's try to unclose everything in white, so we they look like happy clouds, parecem nuvens felizes, como dizia Bob Ross, como dizia, like Bob Ross used to say, happy clouds. Alright, so I'm not gonna bother more than that, so that's just some and that's fine. Really not needed stuff, so let's try to save all images. Alright, tá protegido, that's protected. Now there still currently happens something, I guess, but maybe you don't see. I still see some glitches, but maybe this is something that we won't see in the final render. I'll have to try, right? So let's try. Well, on this I'm not seeing any. Okay, it doesn't seem to be glitching. Yeah, so it probably is safe. Provavelmente está seguro, mas nunca se sabe. De qualquer jeito, isso parece estar mais ou menos bem resolvido. So, okay, we fixed that after some long time. We've made the side model sheet for this. We fixed some of the uncompleted part of this. Now there's some. Okay, let's not remember that this is okay, so here we go for the I see. If I can spot this from a camera angle, like here. No, it disappears. What is this spot though? Alright, so it seems okay, maybe just a display glitch that is not gonna affect the rendering. So that seems safe. Good to know, folks. So now what I think we can go next, the skirt, the belt, the skirt with the belt. Let's get ourselves back to the fantasy clothes. Here the rig we don't need. So yeah, so cloth, belt, then this which is connected to this, so it might be a single cloth, I think. I'm not using cloth physics, I'm using simulations, I'm using wiggle to add-ons, so wiggle bonds, they can be used here and here, so this could be, and even here I think, yeah, on the back side, on the cloak, on the skirt, so this can be the same object due to this fact. Even if it was cloth seams, yes, we could still use pin vertex group for all this area, so that is, it wouldn't matter, just adding a mixed cloth with different, okay, so it doesn't matter, we can still use it. It is okay in both techniques, I think, to have this as connect the single object. So it's not like she's gonna get sleeves and a shirt or whatever this is, so corselet, and then the cloak is the same object. So we need 1, 2, yeah, there's the gloves, 3, 4, 5 and 6 clothes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 objects to go, so that's still significant amount of work to do, but each of these have different piece of clothes, have different challenge. I can say these leggings were quite complicated because of the challenge there of the shading, but now yeah, the next challenge, the belt should be easy except for the design, that I'm really not good at those developments, but we'll do our best to see what we can reach. So maybe I start with the belt because it's simple, and the skirt is, and it's associated with the skirt, so we want it as a reference to where the skirt starts, so, but it doesn't really matter. Let me think. I have already a belt, so maybe I can reuse it. Yes. I'm not sure about the skirt exactly, but why not? Yes. Let's reuse those things since I have them. So it will be the skirt. It will be the belt. So I'm gonna make duplicates, then we move these to duplicates to mesh, cloth, and cloth fantasy. Then we're gonna change this to cloth fantasy belt and cloth fantasy skirt, the order here might be a bit bad, so we need but I'll care about that later. So maybe the first one would be the in order of importance, maybe. So shirt, skirt, top to bottom, and in order of importance. So skirt, shirt, boots. No, shirt, skirt, boots, or boots at the very end also. Yeah. So skirt is 2, so let's say fantasy 2. Leggings, then after the skirt can get cloak, gloves, leggings, boots, yeah, something like that. So boots would be like I think I'm confused now about the number. I forgot the belt. Yeah, so there will be 8 objects. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, so I may have missed something. So boots 7, fantasy 7, leggings fantasy 8. No, fantasy 6. Belt could be, well, the belt, yeah, after the skirt maybe. No, 5. Let's leave it before leggings. Then we have cloak and gloves before, so 3, 4, 5. Okay, and that's it. So this is good because it gives order, natural order if we want renaming, so automation if ever required. So at least for vertex groups this works here. It's not so important. Oh yeah, it is. These don't allow, yeah, they don't, we cannot change their order here manually. They are classified automatically, so we need to, the numbers will help here. So here, let's see. So what does this belt has got? So it has material, we're gonna delete, and it has, oh, I've deleted the wrong thing. Okay, so no, okay, it's just that I need to hide those things, right? Yes. So this is the, let's delete this one. So now it is blank, that's fine. Let's here, yeah, we can reuse this things here. This character, yes. Okay, so you can start working with the belt, but before, yeah, let's delete all that just so give it of course this is the rest position for the skirt, and this is sort of required because of the physics, I think. In this case I can because the waist stays more or less static, and the skirt too, it's stretched, that's why it's reduced the size here. But I think the skirt of the fantasy, it's a bit also, yeah, maybe it's even incorrect here because this part may be longer while this might be shorter, otherwise this shouldn't overlap here. So the idea here is to try to arrange this stuff here. So the geometry will be sort of different, and this would be a bit confusing. So let's try to do, so I'll hide this, hide this. So this is something that is separated mesh, not those separated objects, the same object. We're gonna make perhaps some loop here. I'm using, of course, some proportional posing, but proportional editing, sorry. Proportional posing is my neologism for rigging of a proportional posing system. I don't need this thing right now, so I just want the profile to start with, and I don't need the seams also neither, because I'm not using textures for this. So this suggests that I need why it is not being mirrored. It is, but I want to see the other side. Yeah, this will help me to understand what's going on. I'm not caring too much about the depth right now, so it's more about what we can do from... Okay, I'll start describing the outer, and then we... So by working on the rest position now, it's much easier, differently from the nightmare that we were having on the boots, for example, and the leggings that... Alright, so this describes a basis, right? So we can probably get this. Should I go... Yes, this should be smart, I think. I probably want... Yeah, so let's try some extrusion here. And subdivision. And yeah, also subdivision. So I'm making those loops because those things probably should have some sort of volume, so it should be good that I anticipate that. So here we see that not only there were seams, but there were also some other structures. I'm not dealing with this right now. We see that we have a subdivision surface modifier. I'll turn that off because yeah, even a solidify, we'll turn that off for now. We don't want to mess with those things right now, so this we can add these creases later. So I want to select this and zero out everything. This is from the other belt. So maybe we don't even need the subdivision surface modifier here. So let's go back to the model. I think we got some distortion here. Why that? Okay, there's a point here. There's a point there. Isn't that something at the bottom? Oh, I think because this is equivalent to... I'm trying to figure out what's happening here. Okay, this is a side thing. Oh no, this is equivalent to that. And then there's a triangle going, maybe not from the top, but from the bottom, right? So that will be another shape. So here we can probably get a... Well, I'm not sure what should be best here. Okay, I know. So maybe just subdivide here and then we connect here and there, so you have two equilibrated polygons there. Let's now look from the front and see if we can do anything. Alright, so this is perhaps a good start for this design here. Then I would like to flat all that, right folks? So S with cursor here, select all, S, Y, 0. There we go. But we need some rotation here. So that will be the... Alright. So this actually is nearer. and we are gonna extrude something. The problem is this extrusion. Okay, that's fine. I'm just unsure if I move here I'll be displacing all this work, so this is why maybe I need to align this to, we have a problem here that we'll have to work on some sort of local space, and for vertices I don't know how, if they know what is local space. No, I think they don't know. So I would like to model them here from a plane. Apparently the only way would be to, so let's give whatever verts and do this. So now they are aligned that way. Okay, we try to, this is some challenging problems of modeling in Blender, that we sometimes need some feature to get the proper, some more orthogonal orientation in 3D space for certain objects. Blender just don't know, we have to tell it, and sometimes it's difficult to get this thing to tell Blender. Então, às vezes é difícil, tem situações que é difícil dizer o que é o ortogonal para o Blender em malhas que a gente está tentando trabalhar geometricamente, mas elas estão tiltadas, elas estão rotacionadas já de uma maneira elementar em outra direção ou em outra orientação, e aí ainda assim eu quero trabalhar a partir daquilo em ortogonal. Quer dizer, eu quero linhas retas a partir de algo que já não é reto em relação ao world space, ou então ortogonal em relação ao objeto em si, as orientações locais do objeto. E aí essa sobreposição de ortogonal, o Blender às vezes, então uma das maneiras talvez é criar novos objetos que aí tenham suas próprias local space. So one way to do it sometimes is to be adding objects on top of other objects, so that each object has their own local space, so we can easily manage those local stuff. So so right now maybe I want to create another object, although maybe it's not necessary, right? But this will be solidified. Let's try and then we join them. Então eu vou tentar criar outro objeto agora. Não vou. Eu vou só pegar isso aqui. So we're gonna just continue here as long as we can. It's possible that I try to make new objects for the belt later. Aqui eu tive um pequeno problema. In which merge by distance. Alright, so ok, so Shift D, ok, agora deu certo. Now it worked. I don't know, no, so something empty, looks like I'm lacking something, so Shift D, ok, so it glued for some reason, so doesn't matter. Então vai ter uma solidify e essa vai ser, vamos até criar um novo material aqui para diferenciar, vai ficar mais fácil. So Okay, so just differentiating here the materials, and this is probably, yeah, we can reuse this, so except that, so let's clear seam, clear sharp, if there is any min crease with 0 out. Alright, so this we will use even another whatever material temporarily, algum material temporário qualquer, e a parte interna eu acho que eu já sei o que é. Ela é, so we're not using texture painting here, we are gonna use something very simpler, which is just, at least regarding this coat dark, I have leather, so okay, so probably I can use that. Oh, I'm creating problems there. Alright, let's try this. No, that is a good distance. So this really, I'm not sure what it would be. Então agora, claro, isso está virando uma confusão. Eu perdi a capacidade de selecionar. Não, aqui tem que ser em faces. Need to be faces. Then here, let's try to get this shape. So this triangle here, let's. So I can do that. Yes, I think that's fine. Then we'll try to reach this. And here it's optional how I'm gonna develop this shape. Can be some sort of a diamond shape like that. That's looking fine, except for this. Maybe here, yeah, I can have, doesn't need to, yeah, this looks good. So now can I, yeah, so here I want also this, and this, and this probably we want here, and here we want this, and this probably can have some issues, so we're gonna try to make this and this, so this will be perhaps more of metal, and here perhaps let's go some sharp, and this is could be a crystal, so we can sharp also lots of its edges. Yeah, why not? And even these ones, so on these ones mark sharp, and then we can start with the extrusion thing. No, now maybe I can então só tentar ajeitar algum posicionamento aqui. Agora, now now is the time that perhaps I want to bring this to rotate like X and try to position them in here, sort of, and then yeah, maybe slightly upper here, and then let's try to use the solidify. So what it does, yeah, it will create solidify here, but we want to move this crystal up. So yeah, this will be a bit arbitrary. And this is wrong now because this solidifies too much. Offset. This is very wrong. Let's reset here. Yeah, this thing here, I don't know what is. It doesn't have the same alignment, of course, so não tem o mesmo alinhamento, então por isso podia até ser um objeto separado nessa altura do campeonato. Maybe I should separate it for now or not. Can I work with this thing right now? It should be workable with proportional posing. Deve dar para trabalhar com isso sim. Com essa técnica aqui, com essa ferramenta de edição proporcional. Só que, claro, se isso vai também individual origins, extrude, and yeah, the problem is that this will lose a lot of precision as I try to proportional pose, but that's not too bad. I think it can hold. Então acho que seria bom eu fazer essa extrusão mais pro final, né? Mas ok, acho que não vai ter problema. Dá pra, se tiver muito problema, eu ajusto isso para depois. Não, aqui eu não quero isso. E aqui, ok. Here can reduce this. So this could have some other material, which I'm not sure what could be. Let's try metal, yeah. So, not too bad. I think this can work. But it does look very sharp. This is okay to be sharp, but esse aqui até tudo bem ser this, of course, I don't want it to happen. So maybe this should be an object that is on top of that, right? But we haven't finished. Let's separate that, because this perhaps. So here we don't want subdivisions, but we want solidify. And here we want, yeah. So maybe here I need to make some classes. Okay. Can't I give some reference here of 3D cursor? Yes, okay, it knows local, at least this time. Ele sabe o que é local space, pelo menos funciona desse jeito. Não estou gostando dessa distância aqui, so alright. This is still not satisfying. Okay, by always using this, we can get the local things working together. Usando sempre esse mecanismo, dá para evitar essas distorções. Então, eu só precisei de uma seleção ali. Não, aparentemente ainda tem problemas, mas de modo geral isso está funcionando, ok? Aqui eu já não tenho certeza. Aqui eu acho que teve uma distorção, então teria que ser talvez... Não, ok, so this was wrong. So we can still travel them along with Shift V. Dá para usar ainda a ferramenta de... surfar em cima dos vértices e tal, então ainda existem maneiras. Here I'm concerned about the fact that the colors are not helping with the final aspect. There's also, here this would be a good idea. Aqui seria uma boa ideia usar a textura para criar padrões aqui, em vez de tentar resolver isso como... this will be later on. Então, muitas coisas aqui que dá para, talvez... detalhes que dá para... that didn't work. Probably because of the... Okay, I'll care about details later. It's a small thing, right? We're not gonna zoom in it all the time. So here, so next, so here I'm about to get the proportional editing thing, and we'll see. And here, if we need solidify, no, yes, we also need, because this doesn't have depth, right? It's just, it needs solidify, ok? Então, isso aqui precisa do solidify modifier em princípio, mas o que isso não precisa, no entanto, é yes, alright, so let's try to just adapt this slowly to the... We can also use this, it will help in this particular case. It doesn't need subdivision surface modifier, or does it require? Yeah, it will be good actually. It's too gameish like. It's not what we want for this character. So we're gonna just try to adapt this, right? And so I'm adapting to this rest position, even though there could be some incoherence. Now, I'm not sure why this is in the middle. This shouldn't be, because dessa vez eu não sei porque isso aqui tá aqui. Ah, por causa do cursor. Yeah, because of the cursor. Okay, so good. So I'll try to avoid making too brutal changes here. Vou evitar fazer mudanças muito radicais here. Essa linha aqui provavelmente não está legal para essa indumentária de fantasia medieval, né? Tá muito para cima, essa parece quase uns calções. Yeah, so this part is maybe not looking, probably not looking good for this fantasy clothes, and so we're probably gonna adapt that. I was aware of this. We've painted that texture paint that real quick for the skin, just to solve some problem which was already present. So here we need to make sure this gets more or less accurate with the claw, with the body. Yeah, there's a long distance here to solve. This can curve out indeed, but not sure right now. This can adapt to the anatomy to some extent, just. And there is, of course, the idea that we can solidify inwards. It's one of the best approaches if we want to like forcing interpenetrations that will actually be beneficial interpenetrations. So this is something that it's not bad that the belt appears to be somewhat curvy, because this means that it looks like more flexible. So this can also be a positive thing, if it's not too weird, of course. And right now it looks like there's some volume loss here. Not some difference of size, but maybe it's just the impression of perspective. Here it could be a bit more inwards. Yes, this sounds, let's look here. Yeah, there's some important gap there, which is not good, and also maybe the rotations here are not quite, yeah, this is quite inaccurate. So let's try to solve this. I saw someone send a message. Let's check in a moment. Hi, hello, welcome back. How to read your name? Let's see. So sorry, let me check that. Unless you're right, but translate. Scoping. Okay, I try to remember. Mr. Scoping, welcome back. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Nearly the weekend this time, so I hope you're making progress on your projects in Blender or others, but yeah, notably Blender is what is gathering us. So these are fantasy clothes. Essas são indumentárias de fantasia medieval que eu tô implementando para essa mesma personagem. So the same character I'm implementing, she has sci-fi clothes, but I'm making fantasy clothes. So you have this, hold on, let's change the rest pose. Okay, this is better. So these are the fantasy clothes. And side view, yeah, side view is very simple, and then here is better to watch. And then we also have what I already did to some extent, the sci-fi cloth, right? That will be, yeah, it's very similar, but yes, of course we should hide that. And but I'm remaking anyways. I need to remake even the sci-fi clothes. What is this? I've enabled that. So yeah, there's leggings. The shirt is, yeah, some stuff here I need to rework hardly. The leggings is and the boots are what is mostly completed here. The cloak, this part is okay. This sleeves is slightly okay. I need to revise all the patterns here. I'm not satisfied with this. Not too much with this part, especially not this part. And the skirt, yeah, the skirt there has rigging physics problems that I'll need to address seriously. Is the most serious problem here is the skirt rigging, in terms of rigging. The rest is, even the cloak is sort of controlled because it works well enough. But the physics of the skirt from this rest position of this character is very, very hard to solve. I hope I'll be luckier this time. This thing also can be a bit tricky because of the rest position. Então, várias coisas aqui são um pouco complicadas, mas as mais complicadas é rigar, e incluindo físicas, simulações para essa saia aqui. Até a capa tá fácil porque já está funcionando que nem o cabelo em termos de física e rig, mas isso aqui por algum motivo, talvez por causa dessa pose aqui, rest position, posição de descanso e não a pose de descanso, foi um desafio muito difícil para mim, mas eu quero mudar os designs aqui disso aqui. Eu não estou satisfeito muito com isso em termos de character design para a versão sci-fi. So we're gonna turn this off. So we are working with that. So this is getting good progress. I have my own YouTube channel. If anything, comments. Oh, sure. See the animation tab. Yes, let me check. There is some channel here. So thanks. Good. Wow, ZBrush, 3D Code Blender, lots of stuff, characters. Thanks, I didn't know, sorry, I didn't ask even about that. That should be, so, a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, wow, that's rigging, animation, right, you said. There's live stream, no, that was long ago. Playlist, okay, so, lots of playlists also. So, sure, let's, great to know. Let's see some of your creations there after. I'll look at it after. So let's inscribe, and that's it. Thanks. I'll be looking at it. So here we are back. I need small skirts and bones. Interesting. If you have a link for the particular problematic, please post here. I'll check. Maybe it can help me immediately now. Otherwise, anyways, I'll look at it later. And so there are many examples already on, for example, wiggle bones for skirt on skirt rigs, but the problem here, besides is the short skirt rig, is that I have to have the rig start from this position, and there's a lot of collisions and problems with the wave painting adaptation from the bones of the rig, the corrective bones, and it's a mess. So, but with the proper collisions, this should adapt, and the proper stretching of the skirt cloth to the legs. So this is something I'm still trying to figure out. I think it can be solved through the, I have bones for the skirt. It's in the armature. They are physics bones, but they need retakes. This should work, but it's not working. It's apparently it's a hard problem, and it's made worse because of the rest position of the character. So the skirt has to start from a already highly stretched condition, and this might be the problem for physics. Instead of stretch, it needs to shrink. Unless I started the skirt, perhaps I thought shrinked like, and then it is forced to, but that could cause serious interpenetration. So I'm not sure. I was making tests, but it probably needs more. So here, why we are looking at that? No, not looking at that. We need the fantasy clothes. So let's go back, and the skirt bones. Yeah, probably I need to revise those ones. Yeah, I struggle also to make the physics with this, so we're gonna probably more bones. Maybe we're gonna see. We're gonna see the. I'll keep studying until I find a solution for that. There should be a solution for this thing. And okay, let's go for the next piece of cloth. Yeah, so I was doing the. Yeah, the belt, so we don't need that, nor that's just the, well, this can be, they are not in the way. So yes, so this, let's continue doing stuff here, some small adjustments. No, why I'm doing this, this is not even rigged yet, so we need to work from this. So probably I made some wrong adjustments there. Okay, so we see that we can improve stuff here, and yes, so here, this is probably not, must avoid this. Here, let's try this from below here. This might be good. Yes. Then here we can probably do that. I could have tried to make this extruded from the body, right? So I wouldn't be dealing with this right now, maybe. But that's okay. At least I had already a mesh for the whole belt, so it's still, in some sense, it was a gain of time. Here the top parts, I think it's mostly solved, avoiding those things, those gaps. Some can exist, of course, but it shouldn't be too much, so I must be careful. And of course I forgot to readdress the other question, which is the possibility that we can get the whole belt to solidify backwards, or at least we can cheat. Yeah, good idea. Let's cheat here. So vamos fazer uma trapaça aqui, só que depois de eu ajustar essas formas aqui, maybe I can smooth this out. Yeah, maybe. Not sure if that's a great idea. Okay, let's do that. So now let's try to, yeah, it's more or less looking good. Let's go to the solidify. Okay, I'm gonna duplicate it so you can play with that thing for now. Let's see if there's any way to, okay, start here, but we're gonna yeah, so offset inwards and have it to how many subdivisions? Oh, this has, let's try, hold on, solidify and after subdivide, maybe. Now let's do like that. Okay, so here, okay, so we can cheat here from this. So this gets thickness inward, so this will force interpenetration. It's a lot, but that's helps. We don't need to care about whatever else is there, so that doesn't work. What happens as soon as I get, no, it's working. There we go. So the subdivision maybe can be ignored or not. Okay, so this creates, of course, interpenetrations, but maybe they are not grave. So what I can do here is, if we had this, however, we end up with gapping. So what I want here is just to just adjust some stuff here. No, apparently we had some unfinished work here, folks. Aparentemente aqui está faltando um pouco mais de trabalho. And maybe this is a bit strange. Isso aqui pode ser meio esquisito, mas vai ter a saia, então não é o fim do mundo. There'll be the skirt here, so it's not the end of the world. Anyways, the idea is to cause interpenetrations on demand, right? So there are cases of interpenetrations which are usually which can be considered welcomed. So here, let's see if there's a way to move this locally. I don't think that can work unless I can. Yeah, this is just an approximation, right? That should be fine. All right, and then yeah, we can change this rotation here. This also solidifies, so there we go. We can parent this to this. I'm not sure this, or to the armature. I'm not sure about all the details right now. So here, I'm not bothered about this texture paint. Yeah. So although it's annoying, I should have this at some point. So the belt would be that, except that we need rigging, right? I'm not rigging yet, or maybe I should. Yeah. So the belt has some vertex groups. Let's see if it has nothing special. So let's just delete all groups. Let's go. We are already on the rest position. Então agora vamos fazer uma operação simples de transfer waves. Eu deletei todos os vertex groups do cinto, que eram do outro cinto, eram cópias do outro cinto. Esse cinto é um pouco diferente, então provavelmente ele vai precisar de outra coisa. Então, como eu estou aqui, eu vou voltar para rest position geral. Aqui não vai ter erro. Tá congelado na posição de descanso. It's frozen in the rest position now. I cannot animate. Cannot change pose when rest position is named, so that when I transfer the waves, it should be exact to this rest position, not anything else, not any other pose, random pose, which can be useful for certain cases of transfers, but I never use it, so I'm using this technique here. Então aqui o corpo, e então aqui, então Wave Paint Mode. Inclusive, vou ter que fazer um por um. I'll have to do one by one, unless I lock this to the. How will I connect this thing to? Yeah, so I'm maybe pin object. Yeah, so okay. Vertex parenting, maybe. Talvez eu possa conectar de outra maneira. Então, eu não quero que isso sofra as transformações de deformação do resto do cinto. Então, talvez seja uma boa ideia fazer isso ser diferente. Tem um outro tipo de parenting. Então, aqui é um acessório, né? So, waves, transfer waves, mesh, adjust last operation region. Nearest face interpolated, usually the best one, vertex groups for this kind of thing, by name, and all layers. Yes, already replace everything, so there we go. So this should be, of course, we also need to find a solution for that. I think that will be 3 vertices we need somewhere, so let's try 1, 2, 3, 4, whatever. Then Control P, vertex triangle. Okay, triangle. Okay, let's undo that. So okay, we can pick 1, 2, 3. We ignore the middle one. So this Control P, vertex triangle. I never. All right. Okay, so there was some limitation there, but it got adapted. I think that should work. So now this is parented to that specifically. Let's see. Okay, let's check here. Yeah, there we go. I don't know why this is like that. Okay, doesn't matter. We can rearrange everything of that later. Now, strange. It needs wave painting, maybe? What is the... Okay, I'm missing something. Clear parent. Alright, so I've missed something. I never used this technique. Should be... I thought it was just that, but apparently... Oh, this got wave paint. Ah, of course. So let's delete all that. Let's go here. Delete all groups. All right. Let's do it again. 1, 2, 3. Vertex triangle. No, still. Let's try from a rest position. So what about this? Vertex. Alright, this seems safe. Pose. Okay. Now it seems... no. There is still... I would go in a bone parenting, so... You know what? This is annoying, but there is a easy way that at least I know. Well, this was not vertex parenting, the triangle technique, so let's try to do different this time. Pick these three. Maybe it's struggling with the mirror modifier, folks. Talvez seja por causa do mirror modifier que não consegue. Alright, so let's do different, folks. I'll create a bone to... Okay, now it's got crazy. Let's go back here, rest position, let's undo whatever parent, and then we're gonna get the belt, and we are going to get some vertex here. We're gonna set it here. We need a vertex group for the belt, so that will be called map belt accessory bone. Yeah. Assign. Yeah, just one, right? No, maybe in the middle, something like assign that. Is that right? Well, this will probably use both sides, so let's try this. Provide stay in the middle. I think this should work. So assign, yeah, it should work left and right with the mirror modifier. Then we are going to go to the armature. We're going to the mechanism. Clothes. Oh, there are bones for... I don't have any bones for the sci-fi, so let's make fantasy cloth fantasy. All clothes will have fantasy clothes, so that will be like this color, whatever. And I'm going to create, yeah, from there I'm gonna create a bone. We'll call this mechanism, no, map belt accessory. And then also let's rotate 90 degrees, reset the row. This bone doesn't need to be big, so it will be straight there. It will have a, okay, so what's the color of this bone? So it will be something, usually for that I use viewport display. Let's get this this color here. Then we are going to parent it to, why not this thing, and then I want also to have this bone constraint. So copy location is that the chat is in front. Copy, add copy location, so, or copy transforms, maybe, yeah. Not to that, but why does it target itself? Oh no, this is command skip, wrong bone. So almost did a terrible mistake. So here, copy transform, let's try this. Then we gonna, or child of, no, it has parenting, so it could work. If this fails, the other thing should work. So here we got the body. So Dorothy, mod body, okay, this name is weird. So here we got the map. Oh no, it's not the body, it's the belt. Fantasy 5 belt, no, fantasy, yeah. No, it's the belt, this one. Why does it have 2? Oh, the 2 is the accessory. Okay, so the 001, I mean the second. So, and then map, it doesn't. Okay, so maybe map, there we go. So it was, and so now replace world space. Yes, wherever this move, wherever it moves. No, it's not working. The bone gets a bit crazy, so I'm not sure, and why. So let's try the copy location. Let's maintain this. So copy location, then, oh, maybe it still got the parenting, clear parent. Let's try yes, let's try, where's the bone? Okay, so here, copy location, no. Let's try this. So it's not following, so oh, of course, the bone might be following, but not the object. So this must be parent to the armature with bone. Yeah, so that's it. Forgot the basic thing. And now it might not be perfect. I saw that the bone was rotating strangely, but yeah, now it seems to be following the bone. It seems to be, yeah, I saw some strange, yeah, there are some strange rotations sometimes, so I'm not sure why this is happening. So Let's try to clear this out. Not sure if this will broke the rig or not. No, it's still tilting in very strange way, so it has nothing to do with the parenting, so it can remain parented there, but it needs to perhaps this copy transform. It's tilting wrongly, so let's try a copy location. So same thing and same thing here, and let's delete that. And well, the problem now is that it will not adapt, so perhaps is my vertex group is incorrect. This technique offset local space, no, so target workspace owner local space, wait, no, this doesn't help. So yeah, workspace, let's see. Well, anyways, well, copy location, at least it rotates along with the belt, so the rotation is not absolutely okay. So the copy location works, but it's tilting in some strange way. I hate objects in Blender. So tem algum problema aqui com essa... provavelmente é a forma como eu fiz o vertex group. Então alguma coisa... Certo, isso aqui não importa, porque eu não estou fazendo parenting. Será que não faltou... não, só... So the problem should be here. This probably could be the problem. The mirror modifier could be the problem, right? So let's try to, let's first change that, select, let's pick that and remove, so just 2, and let's simplify even more, remove. Okay, so just this one at 1. Então só esse aqui, eu não sei se é uma boa ideia. E aí, ok, cadê o objeto? Alright, the object seems to have disappeared suddenly. Let's try to find it. So you can change this already. So this is the belt and this is the accessory. And so let's change this and let's find... Oh, maybe it lost the vertex group, something like that. The bone. Let's check here. Why can't I... Yeah, let's go on. Let's go on. Okay, where is this bone on object mode? Okay, so this changes. This vertex group doesn't automatically adapt. This is a problem in Blender. So belt x map belt accessor. There we go. Oh, now it's back. Fine. So okay, so I have some deform problems on the belt and some radical poles. This is not exceptional. It's something that I already seen happening in this model. Well, why not the belt too? So we probably have to do something about that, but otherwise it's mostly working fine. So and then there is this strange rotation. This is parented to bone. Oh, what's the origin of this object? Ah, there we go. This object has very weird origin, so let's change that. What's the origin of that? This is correct. What's the origin of that? Set era origem, aparentemente set origin to 3D cursor. Agora, claro, ele se desloca. Eu vou precisar fazer algumas coisas aqui. Eu não sei bem. Parece que ele foi. Tá de cabeça para baixo? Não. Okay, so let's try to manage that. And yeah, let's get the mirror. Oh, it doesn't respect the mirror. Okay, there it. Did I already mention that I hate objects in Blender? This mirror is going crazy for some reason. Let's delete that. Let's try to reset everything. So let's add a generate mirror, and it mirrors far away for some very weird reason, even though the origin doesn't seem wrong. So okay, so maybe this is happening because it needs to have some origin that is special. So yeah, okay, this object is different. Então aparentemente esse objeto aqui é diferenciado. Ainda tá estranho isso aqui. Esse osso está bem no meio, então não tá tendo clipping. Bom, agora teve. Então, alright, so we lost something about the overall quality of the shape. It got sort of inverted, but at least we got it to, yeah, okay, so I think now it is correct. So its origin was wrong, and apparently this is the it is rotating in some strange way still. So this is oh, interpenetration. So for some reason it's maybe some little asymmetry in the model, something that or maybe the object itself. No, the mirror would negate that. Or not. Looks strange. Yeah. It looks like the object is tilted from the very root. So where it is, there. And the alignment problems, right? So yeah, very annoying. But the mirror should symmetrize it correctly. Yeah, it seems to be doing so. Okay, so maybe it's just a bad impression. So what I'm going to do is get this object up and try to redo these steps. Get back to the armature, make sure it is in the armature, press position, then make sure this yeah, okay, but why this doesn't reset? Okay, so and rotation, it seems to be okay. Rotation, X, no, rotation Y, right? Let's try to apply this, apply rotation. Why this location stays like that? So aplicar, then movimentar pouco para trás, aqui. Claro, pode ter um pouco de rotação desde que eu aplique. Then object apply rotation. I don't know what this is. Alright, let's lock that and parent bone. And all that's just for a stupid accessory. Rigging, stupid accessory. Let's see now. Okay, pose position. Is that working or not? It seems to be working this time without any crazy behavior. Agora parece estar funcionando direito. Ou não? Não, acho que ainda... I think there's still a problem. Yeah, it's offsetting strangely, but maybe it's hardly any visible, so it's unclear, but now there's a bone, so we can... Okay, the bone is of course bone constrained, but we can certainly... Wait, the bone doesn't control the object? Oh, the bone had a wrong selection. The object got parented to something else. Okay, to common hips, we just... Maybe it's better, but... because this bone was showing problematic, let's try this. Yeah, so this is like... maybe it's the orientation of the bone. Yeah, I see. Tracking axis, positive Y, up axis Z. No, makes no sense. Let's try some inversion then. The bone here has proper orientation itself. The bone does the right thing in relation to the belt. So the problem is not the bone, the problem is the process of parenting these two bones. Something about this relation gets twisted. So we're gonna try again. Or what if I just parent it to the belt? I will try that, but first let's try bone. No, not that. Press position just to make sure. Then we got this. Okay, this bone active. Let's go again. Here, save parent to bone. Then let's check the parenting. So I'm aware that it is failing. No. Suddenly it starts working. So do nada agora parece estar funcionando. Alright, so if that is the case, we were successful. Yeah, apparently successful. So this time, oh, there. Okay, this is regular interpenetration, so we probably just need to improve its position, right? So maybe even it's just the mesh, right? So not the object position. You can cheat here, and anyways, there's mirror modifier, so we can indeed, let's try here, and this should probably be fine too on most situations. Yes, okay, finally I think we got it to work. So folks, that was pretty annoying, but we got it finally. So I didn't use the vertex parenting. Creating vertex groups is often annoying for a few reasons. I prefer dealing with bones. Usually they are easier to manipulate in real space on the viewport, right? Vertices are strange and they don't automatically adapt, so yeah, they are strange. It's more obscure. Some people prefer, so and also we have to deal with wave painting, right? Depending on the vertex group circumstance. So I would go to the skirt now. We have a skirt, but that will be our next will be for the next time. Let's see, so we have this skirt we need to take in from the sci-fi version, right, which was already problematic. So this skirt is rigged with so we're gonna first we're gonna clean that up, so we don't need that. There is a vertex pin stuff there. This is some for physics, so I leave them just because maybe. So this is the original. It's not that bad, but we need to adapt, and of course we're gonna do from rest position. We see that why that I did that is because, oh, actually here, yeah, not confused, this is transparent thing, it shouldn't appear. So here, what happened to the light? I think I turned off some ambience. Yeah, it's cool, that effect. I like this. Probably the sunlight, or all lights maybe. Okay, so we can have good, interesting stylistic results here, right? Only with the texture and some shading and very low lights, right? This can be interesting results, even more if we attempt this with cycles. Let's try this out. I need the camera to check the, yeah, of course this light is very low, so let's try cycles just for a moment. Yeah, so we wouldn't get enough light. Let's try, where's that, cycles. So this will be the last thing I do before I try. Why those puts are like that? No, nothing special about the cycles on these on the effects that I have. So cycles would be better if I avoided the Guajara and avoid, yeah, you see, before all that thing. So I have too much things going on, sorry, on the, let's try something here. So I want the so cycles, because it's so powerful, it doesn't need lots of shading here effects. So if I mute this, if I let's, instead of mute, let's use this version here of the cycles. Let's switch, and let's see the render effect of that. So yeah, I've muted the Kuwahara, so you see what, it looks quite good. Okay, there's some issues there that didn't render properly, but we got interesting results for NPR, right? I find it cute, but it's not good enough. So if I perhaps mute this, so oh no, it's not this one, it's this one. So I don't know, mute that too. I don't know if they shouldn't be doing anything, so the results should be different now. But no, it looks like just the same. It's like posterizing is. Alright, so anyways, we got some ideas here with that, and I always remember that there is stuff to do that can be improved with. No, this is pure EV. What's happened? It's not using the Kuwahara. What's going on? Oh, okay, it's got the Kuwahara, but it's not switching here. Alright, it didn't get the posterize, so by mistake. Now, yeah, so this is the Kuwahara plus the shading that I was using, and it might be arguable if that's actually good, but I've been investigating some game renderings, and I'm trying to find something that matches that, but it's kind of difficult for storytelling. I think this can work, but it needs more work out there on some aspects. Yeah, so still in research, the rendering part, but that could sort of work if I improve especially if I improve the facial expressions and some lighting. This can also work actually on the very basis. So that's it, folks. Então é isso, pessoal. Fica por aqui. Depois continuar fazendo isso. Não falta muito para essa série aqui de live stream. Not too much is missing for finishing this, but it's still cloth making, right? Including rigging physics. So this should take some many sessions more, unless I'm lucky enough. And so yeah, we can count. But one less problem, even though the rigging of the belt is not very good, not the accessory part, but the more flexible part. So the skirt, the cloak, this shirt, and the gloves. So we are progressing, I think. Yeah, slowly. So today we worked with we finished some problems that we were having with the leggings. Then we duplicated belt and skirt, and we sort of developed the belt nearly to 100%, and we need to work next on the skirt. That's it, folks. Thanks for watching, and see you next time. Take care, happy blending. See ya. If you're still there. Oh, I forgot the name. Translate Okay, this is not if the translation was correct. Anyways, see you next time. Falou, pessoal.